Hey guys, this is a book review on Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. And I'll show pictures of the movie while you're listening to this. But To Kill a Mockingbird is a book that I had to read for my sophomore English class. And when I first read this book, I had heard of it and I had heard of the movie, but I honestly did not have any intention of reading this book. And when I read it for the first time, oh my god, was it so boring. I fell asleep in class constantly. It was the most boring book I could have ever read in my life. I thought I was going to die. And then we watched the movie and I thought I was going to slit my throat. Well then, after sophomore year, I'm a big movie fanatic, and I saw the movie at Walmart. It was the 50th anniversary edition for like $10, I think it was. And I thought, this is like one of the most famous, this is a pretty famous American movie, so it'd be good to have. So I ended up buying it. I didn't really have any intention of watching it, but I did. So I popped it in. And the movie was great. I don't remember it ever being that good. It was just amazing. And so I thought if I liked the movie, I might as well get back to the book. And so I reread the book, and I appreciated the book a lot more than the first time I read it. The book was written in 1960, and it won just about every award that a book could win. And this is Harper Lee's only book. I've heard that she wrote another book, but it was never published. But, the book is told, the person that's narrating the book is the main character, Scout. I'm presumingly when she's an adult. The book has three main characters, Scout Finch, Jem Finch, and Atticus Finch. Atticus Finch is a lawyer in the town of Macomb, Alabama. And he has two children, Jem, who's a 13-year-old boy, and Scout, who I believe is 6 years old. And this book takes place in the 1930s in the South. And, it's during the Depression, and life is pretty tough on them. And what's great about this book is that it's told in the point of view of Scout and Jem. So it has a little child perspective on things, so sometimes it makes the littlest things to be really huge. And the book is about how there's kind of two plots, somewhat. The main plot of the book is about how Atticus Finch ends up defending this black man named Tom Robinson, who is accused of raping a white girl named Mayella Ewell. So my favorite part of the book is when it goes to trial, and a good chunk of the book is the trial, and it's just about the testimonies of Mayella, her father, Bob, and then the sheriff, Heck Tate, and then Tom Robinson himself. And, when you're listening to the testimonies, it is pretty obvious that Tom Robinson did not rape Mayella, but in fact it was Bob Ewell that beat her daughter when Mayella attempted to kiss Tom Robinson. And, it should have been an open and shut case, but Tom Robinson is end up found guilty, and then he ends up, well, I think I'll tell you what happens at the end here, but it's just a book about how unfair, the life of a black man could be. And then kind of the second subplot is about how Jem, Scout, and Charles Baker Harris, or Dill, there's this kind of, every small town has a haunted house, and the haunted house in Macomb is the Radley House. And there's this legend that Boo Radley, his real name is Arthur Radley, attempted to kill his father and mother. And so Boo Radley is kept in the house 24/7, never goes outside except at night, and he has long jagged scars on his face, and he has like vampire teeth, and he drinks blood. And so there's also a big chunk of the book where they're trying to find out who Boo Radley is, and if they can get a glimpse at him. And but the best part of the book is the trial, But this is a fantastic book. It it honestly may take you a couple times to read it to enjoy it if you don't like it the first time. I mean, the movie was kind of the part that really made me like the book a lot. But this is a great book. And of course, being published in 1960, this has a lot of controversy. Because it says the word, well, it says nigger a lot in this book, and there's a lot of cussing in it. So it's not really a book that you should read when you're young. But then again, if you're reading Stephen King when you're like 10, 11 years old, I mean, that's totally different. But this isn't my favorite book, but it's just a book that really opened my eyes. It is a fantastic book. Cannot recommend it more. The movie, I think, is even just as good. And Gregory Peck won the Best Actor Academy Award. And Gregory Peck is amazing as Atticus Finch. And a young Robert Duvall plays Arthur Radley in the movie. And I just love this book. It actually recently got re-released because I've seen it at the store. It has a really cool cover on it. My copy of the book isn't too pleasant to look at. I'm probably going to get a newer copy of it, but this is just a masterpiece. I mean, if you love the invention of the book, this is a book that you ought to read. I mean, it's just a great book. Cannot recommend it more. So, thanks for listening. And I have one more thing to say. Recently, my videos have been getting like 2 or 3 views each. Sometimes, I think one of them had no views until I watched it one time. If there's any way that you guys think I could maybe up my view level, I mean, I've gotten a whole bunch of spam and shit emails about if I do this thing or if I give money to this like website, I can buy subscribers, which I think is pretty dumb. But if there's a way that you think I could up my view level, whether it be maybe some sort of shout out or if you have any recommendations or something, let me know. Because, I mean, it's stuff like this that just makes me not want to do videos on YouTube anymore. So if you have any comments or if you have an idea, please message me or comment below. I'd really appreciate it. But thanks for listening, guys, and I'll see you later.